Hello, this is the Tipsy Gypsy here. Thanks for tuning in again for another tour of someplace in Albuquerque. Right now I am just pulling away from National American University and New Horizons are both in the same building. One of them obviously is a university. The other one is it's an online college, which I was just accepted into. Yay! I got a scholarship, and so I am going to be going to school here, which is really cool. I'm really excited. So I am going to show you what it looks like on my way back home. This is a really cool part of Albuquerque. I may drive you through a couple neighborhoods before I make my way back home and show you. This is kind of on the border of Uptown and what's called Nob Hill. And Nob Hill is a really cool area of Albuquerque. And it's over off of Central, which is Old Route 66. And the houses down here are so cool. They're old. And they're so cool. They all have character. There may be some tract housing mixed in, but it's old and just totally cool. We're on Indian School right now going east. And I'm going to turn here on Washington, because Washington is a really nice street. Unfortunately, it's kind of expensive down in this area. Like anywhere else, if you can find a fixer, you're going to get a better deal. I definitely cannot afford to live down here. But, well, I mean, I could if we found the right house that really totally needed remodeled. But this is just an older part of Albuquerque. I'm going south on Washington, and I'm going towards Nob Hill, so the prices get a little steep in through here. And actually, this particular area over here is called Pill Hill. I don't remember where it got its name, but I'm assuming it's because a lot of doctors lived over here, so that kind of gives you an idea on how expensive it might be. I'm going to just turn down one of these streets, and you can just tell that it's expensive. But it's so pretty. Just going to drive you through a neighborhood here real quick. We're not going to make it over to Nob Hill today because my son is off school today and he's home by himself. I promised him we'd do something fun, so I just got done with my appointment and I'm going to just drive around for a little bit and then head home. So, as you can see, the homes here, they look more expensive because they are. I've told you in some of my other videos that we have a lot of parks here in Albuquerque, which I really like. This is one right directly in front of us. I used to have a friend who lived on the other side over there. We're going north right now, but I don't remember what the name of this park is, but it's a really pretty park. I think it has, yeah, it has a tennis court, which a lot of parks in Albuquerque do have tennis courts for you to do play your tennis in. But you can see this is a beautiful tree-lined street. See the mountains. You always know which way you're going in Albuquerque. If you're going towards the mountains, you're going east. So we're going east right now. And I'm going to go down one more street. Take you down the other side of the park. This park is shaped like a V. I really like this area of town. wish I could afford to live over here. So I'm just going to go down to that next stop sign down there. We're really, really close to the university, Albuquerque, the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque is pretty close by here, which is another really cool place. It's spotty because there's a lot of student housing, so nothing wrong with student housing, but a lot of landlords don't maintain it very well, so it's kind of a crapshoot when you buy towards the university. You have to have a good realtor who knows the area. Okay, so this is Carlisle, which is a really cool street. I'm going to cross over Carlisle and take you down one more street. This is just a really cool, unique area down here. A lot of mom and pop type stuff, businesses, which I really like. I like to support the small businesses, but there's a Kmart over there. And I believe there's a Whole Foods, which if you're not familiar with Whole Foods, it's a place where you get organic, natural stuff and vitamins and stuff like that. But yeah, this is really cool over in here. Cool houses. I'll go up this way. I don't know this area all that well because I don't come over here very much. So a lot of this is new to me too. It's a very desirable place to live, and if you can find a fixer house, grab it, which I think they do. So here's a school. Let's see what the name of this is. It looks like Montezuma Elementary School. If ever you want to look up the school and what kind of ratings it gets, I usually go on schooldigger.com. I forget what the name of the other one is. I will try to put a link to those underneath this, and that way you can go in and see what 2 different sites rate the schools at. New Mexico or Albuquerque Public Schools, I can speak for, not New Mexico overall, but New Mexico, Albuquerque, sorry, does not get, APS does not get very good ratings. Okay, real quickly, we're going on Indian School right now. We are going east because there's the mountains. So APS does not get very good marks. New Mexico is one of the worst states for educating children, but I do have to say that if you are willing to do what it takes, which sometimes is a lot of legwork, a lot of extra work, you can get your kids into good schools. They don't have to be private schools, because my son is in a public school, but some are better than others, and if you're just willing to wait it out, you can get a transfer, or you could at least apply for a transfer to get into the school of your choice. There are some good schools in Albuquerque, some bad ones. You just have to do your homework. But I have been very pleased with the schools that my son has gone to so far, and I feel like maybe they're New Mexico overall is getting a bad rap. There are some really good teachers. The principal makes the school really. S.Y. Jackson Elementary School, which is where my son went, is one of the top rated. It's just a public school, but it's highly desirable, and a big shout out to Jack Vermillion, the principal, because he really makes that school fantastic. And I feel so fortunate that our transfer in got accepted. So my son went 2nd through 5th grade there, and it was a great overall experience. He learned a lot. The education, I feel like he got top-notch education, and I don't think you have to go to the best schools. I really think it just depends on the teachers and the principal. And like I said, do your homework. And just because New Mexico and Albuquerque get a bad rap doesn't mean it's all bad. My son's got a great education. So, okay, we are turning north on San Mateo, which I think I told you before is like the busiest street in Albuquerque. I avoid it at all costs. Traffic is terrible. I'm going to get on I-40 east right now, because I have to drive all the way up to the mountains there to get home. So I'm going to show you what our interstate looks like. This is I-40 East. There's the Marriott up there on the, I think it's your right, it'd be my left. A windy day, so they're telling you if you're in a high-profile vehicle to be careful. I have an SUV as our other car. When it's windy, and especially if we're going to drive through the canyon, through the mountains there, you got to hang on to that steering wheel because they mean business. It's the wind funnels through the canyon there, and it can just almost feel like it's lifting your car off the ground. And if you have a high-profile vehicle, it's even worse. This one here sits really low to the ground, and I can barely feel it. But the winds here in New Mexico, sometimes they can get really bad. I mean, really bad. Off to the left, I don't think you can see that, but to the left, it's a big shopping mall. Videos I talked about Windrock. They are redoing the whole thing. We're still waiting. Still waiting to find out how much longer it's going to take them. But it's supposed to be pretty fabulous when it's done. So we're coming up on Wyoming Boulevard, another major street in Albuquerque. Exit in Albuquerque, if you're looking for a street that has everything and you don't have to do a lot of looking around, Eubank is the street to exit on because it's got everything. Walmart, Lowe's, all kinds of restaurants, Target. And this is Eubank. This next exit coming up here is Eubank Boulevard. Want to go north unless there's a Home Depot. Well, you could go south too, because south will take you to Old Route 66, which is central, and there are a lot of restaurants, and then there's a Home Depot and Costco. Sam's Club, you would exit north on Eubank. Same with Target and Walmart. There's a Ramada Inn. But you'll find everything, just about everything you need on Eubank. I had a couple of people ask me, what if they want to go to the west side? What's the best exit? The best exit is Coors, just like the beer, Coors Boulevard. isn't any other exits. There are other exits, but none of them have any sort of businesses on them to speak of. So Coors Avenue, you will find everything you need. It's a long drive from one end of Coors to the other. So you'll find just about everything you need on Coors. So that's if you want to go to the west side of Albuquerque, which is, it's part of it is still called Albuquerque, part of it is Rio Rancho, Paradise Hills, and Taylor Ranch. I don't go over there very often, so I'm not, I mean, I know my way around there, but not nearly as well as I do in Albuquerque because I've been here my whole life. So Tramway here is the very last exit going east before you head through the canyon. So if you want to get out, exit in Albuquerque, this is your last chance. You have to exit here at Tramway. Otherwise, you'd have to go part way through the canyon and exit, I believe, at Carnuel and turn around and come back. A lot of times when it snows here, really, really bad, they close the canyon and you have to exit here. And the only way to get through is to take Old Route 66, which is central. And it's not obviously not a freeway. And sometimes that can be congested. So, I mean, if they've closed the interstate, then yeah, it's going to be pretty congested. Slow going, but if it's icy, that's not such a bad idea. So here's Tramway. This is my exit. That is what it looks like going from San Mateo up to Tramway. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and tune in for another episode of Driving Through Albuquerque. And if there's someplace in particular you want to see, put it in the comments below, and I'll try to get to it. Take care.